You know, I've always had a soft spot for recycling, so guess what I did today? Fired up this funky project where we're turning recyclable trashes into a unique art installation. Absolutely bonkers, right? A raw blend of sustainability stirred with creativity. A completely new territory for me. And you know, the more I brush this idea, the more it sings to me like a beautiful canvas waiting to unfold. Can't remember the last time I felt this stimulated by a project. I've got Margaret and James. Remember them from the Art Walk event? Yeah, they're on board too. Just a handful of artists with crazy ideas trying to do something radical in the world, eh? Nina is pretty excited about the concept too. We had a chat about it and she was all ears, even asked to be posted about how things pan out. She jokingly calls it my vegan art because it's all about recycling and sustainability. Speaking of vegan, you remember Nina's vegan splurge at that joint, right? Guess what? I blinking tried a vegan falafel. Oh, stop laughing. It wasn't bad, okay. Not my usual, but hey, not bad. I've managed to enter the vegan territory, as Nina would put it, and apparently it's all the rage now. But honestly, mate, now more than ever, I'm realizing how art isn't chained to canvases or sculptures, you know? It's about expressing ourselves, sure, but also about challenging the norms of what we perceive as art. That's what this project is doing. It's not just colorful strokes or figures etched onto a surface, but an idea that breathes life into recycled leftovers, shaping them into something meaningful, which echoes the vibrancy of creativity. I'm nervous and exhilarated all at the same time. Who'd have thought trash could make one hell of art pieces, right? So, I've been trying this new way of sketching. Sounds a bit peculiar, but trust me, it's super therapeutic. You remember Professor Jacobs from Yale, right? Yeah, he's been tutoring me on this. The idea is simple but fascinatingly challenging, embracing imperfection. Now that's quite a concept for a guy like me, eh? Not all lines or strokes should be perfect, he says. And you know what? Forcing myself to acknowledge this has paradoxically become an exercise in control. Feeling the charcoal graze the surface, not striving for perfection, but just expressing. It gives me this sense of liberation. It's like being trapped in a tight space and suddenly the walls crumble. Gosh, the feeling is electrifying. And Nina, remember her right. She couldn't admire it more. She even suggested that this approach might open up new horizons for my contemporary art pieces. Well, I hope it does, mate. It's already making me view art differently. Who knows where it will lead me, huh? Now, what else? Oh yeah. We also talked about that recent Guggenheim show. Missed it, though. Been caught up with this therapy artwork. But Nina said it was worth seeing. You know what that means, my dear friend. We are absolutely checking it out when you're back in the city. Speaking of reunions, remember when we tried that vegan falafel wrap last time? Well, I might have developed a taste for it. Nina keeps raving about it, can't get enough of them, she says, and I'm starting to agree with her. Who knew you could get so hooked on veggies, right? Trust me, my friend, this therapeutic sketching journey I'm on, it's thrilling, it's daunting. But above all, it's teaching me to embrace the unexpected, the unique, and the beautifully imperfect. I guess that's a lesson for life as well, ain't it? Anyway, speaking of sketching, my charcoal stick is calling me. So Nina kind of challenged me today to try some knitting, and guess what? Painting ain't the only thing your best friend is good at. Got myself tangled with the yarn at first, but Nina cracked up so hard she almost spilled her coffee. It felt weirdly relaxing, you know, weaving and looping like Bob Ross, but with yarn. Anyway, the day got even more interesting when I stumbled upon this artist-in-residence scheme. You know, these residency programs that give artists a creative nest to roost and float their imaginative boats? It's like a one-way ticket to a creative metropolis, mate. It's exciting and a bit hair-raising, but isn't that how good things often are? The scheme ain't no walk in the Central Park, though. Only the top dogs usually score, so guess who's got a new white whale to chase? Yep, your friend Andrew is on a mission to break into one of the most prestigious artist-in-residence programs in Big Apple. I've been sweating bullets over the application today, mate. Nina, bless her, is being incredibly supportive. Told me I had the talent. That lady always knows how to get one going, doesn't she? And there's a chance Mike might know someone who can make the ride a bit smoother, so fingers crossed there. Oh, and you remember how Nina got me hooked onto Radiohead, right? She suggested this latest epic track, Karma Police, to set the vibe for my exploratory artistic endeavor, or as she calls, my achingly beautiful sufferings. She's got a knack for flair, I tell ya. Feels right, mate. Radiohead and art always churns out the sweetest nectar of creativity for me. And oh, speaking of sweet, got to try the next level mocha she vowed on. Remember the one I told you about from the new coffee shop? Nina's been raving about it, said it would light up taste buds like a Christmas tree. Nina and her taste adventures, right? Always on a prowl for novelty, that one. But I have to admit, the mocha is indeed a heavenly concoction. You gotta try it with me when you're in town. Also, there's this new release, Life on Canvas. We're planning to watch it tonight. Bit of an artist's journey kind of thing. Nina figures I might fancy it. Well, she's right on that one. Movie night with Nina is always a bit of laughter, a little wisdom, and a whole lot of good vibes.